Thanks, Lada, for that. Dilip Bhat is still with us. Dilip, good afternoon. So, what we have here is a bit of a decline in financials while some of the IT stocks are doing well. But overall trend is actually on the opposite side. Financials have been doing well and IT has been seeing a big decline. Your view on how to approach the two big ones?
Well, I think, let me take the IT first. I think the major concern about the decline in the volume growth, that is what is being expected, and the recession that the IT industry might face because the BFSI out over there is going to cut on the cost, cut on the expenditure, which might impact the IT directly. But I think a large part of that, in my opinion, is played out. I think IT really is getting a solid tailwind by way of a rupee depreciation, which will provide them with a good resilience. So as far as IT is concerned, I think it will continue to, for us from the current levels, I think one should look at it from a slightly longer term perspective. And I think some of these companies too are very well managed. You know, if you see the kind of free cash that they're generating and the kind of buybacks they do. So I think all said and done, IT from the current level on the risk return basis, the returns appear to outweigh the risks from the current level. And it certainly merits a look and buy on a slightly longer term basis. And I would say both the frontline and the mid caps too. So I think as far as IT is concerned, that is very clear. As far as banking is concerned, yes, of course, there will be a book loss or a notional loss as far as the bond yields are concerned, which will the mark to market is going to impact them. But all said and done, I think the banks too are very well positioned in terms of their NPAs and in terms of the deposit growth rates. So I think, and the credit growth also has been reasonably good. Maybe a large part of that is coming because of the oil factor. And that is why possibly the credit growth, maybe optically a part of it looks pretty high. But all and done, I think from the current levels, banking can perform pretty well. And I think the financials will continue to do well. We'll see better NIMs and I think better credit growths. And also, I think what can possibly lead this to a better ROAs of some of these banks. So I think banks also certainly deserve a look, especially the frontline and select PSs.
Dilip, any thoughts on Canfin Homes? Our colleague Abhishek is pointing out it's lost now 25% in 6 sessions flat. The news, of course, was with regards to the abrupt change in top management. But there was an all-branch audit which was done, and that didn't kind of throw out any nasty surprises. The amounts were very small in terms of what would be the ultimate loss. The market seems to be fearing that there is more, which it does not know about. Any thoughts at all on this one?
No, not really, because I did not get to the bottom of what really happened out over there for the change of the management. But I think this was always a very prime candidate for some of the private sector to take this over. And I think last time too, we saw that there were very good bidders for this particular company. And purely from that angle, I think there was no negative surprise that was being thrown out as far as the due diligence was concerned, what I can recollect. So maybe I would take it more as a one-off kind of event, if at all there is something. But otherwise, I think from these levels, apart from being a corporate event or one-off kind of an event or an aberration as what I would like to call it, Canfin certainly deserves a look.
Okay, Canfin certainly deserves a look. By the way, there's another sort of leg down which is happening in the market right now, and financials are really weak. The bank nifty still down about 840 points, and I mean, if you look at what's happened to the market breadth today, it's been very weak. I mean, 1:10 on the market breadth, and a couple of stocks which stand out in weakness. ICICI Bank, for example. The recent outperformers, Maruti Suzuki, Adani Ports, Tata Motors, look at ACC, all these stocks. ITC from the recent high, 2 days back it was 350, the high, and from 350 down to 334. So there's a lot of stocks where you're seeing big decline. Dilip, we'll thank you on that note today. Thanks a lot for joining us. Good talking to you as always. We'll take a break. Up next, we'll discuss more on the market with Andrew Holland, Chief Executive Officer of Avengers Alternate Strategies.